What's up guys, how you all doing? Cosmic Carrie here, bringing you another World of Tanks video. And for those of you that are new here, please feel free to subscribe. I will not fail you. I will bring you a video every single day without fail. Consistency, yes indeed. And for those of you that are regulars here, please feel free to like the video, as that goes for everybody. If you like the video, please like the video. Apparently it helps a lot. Apparently you're supposed to say that. And welcome to my extreme edition scouting. Yes indeed, and I'm on Prokhorovka in my Lux, and what do I see? I see the artillery, and I have no problem in venturing out into enemy territory and risking it all for the artillery, because the artillery are scumbags. They must die. And I have no problem biting the dust, losing my tank, paying a whole bunch of money in order to repair my tank, to replace my tank, as long as I get to take out the artillery. And look at me zigzagging across the fields of Prokhorovka here. Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Listen to those shells whizzing past me left and right. Will they get me? Will they get me? Will I get to the top over this ridge? Can I make it? Can I make it? Yes indeed, I do make it. I do finally make it. And here we are in my leopard, on Abbey. I do enjoy my little tanks. I especially enjoy my leopard and my Lux. I should merge it into one tank, the lucky leopard or something. God, I'm babbling, sorry. But pretty much the same things happens here as I venture down here into enemy territory. I don't see anybody. That means everybody, all the enemy players have gone either left or right, and they've left their cap base exposed. And what's in the cap and what's in the enemy base? Another lovely piece of artillery. Oh, so much pleasure, so much joy this brings me. Look at this. Look at this. He's squirming, he's like, what the fuck, look at this tiny ass tank on my tail. Somebody help me, somebody do something. And me in my leopard doing my job, lighting those bad boys up. And I see that red dot off into the distance, and I'm thinking, oh, I'll hide behind the artillery. I don't need to take cover, I can take cover right behind the bad guy here, who has his lovely arse exposed to me. Yet again, they'll get the kill, but you know, that's not how, that's not how you roll when you're in a scout. That's not your job. Your job is to spot. And here we are on Cliff. I'm in my leopard. Leopard is a tier 5 tank, and I am in a tier 8 tank. And some people would say, you know, I'm in a higher tier game, you know, what am I going to do? How am I going to be effective, you know? But for me, high tier, you know, matchmaking means more opportunities for me, opportunities for me to make more XP, you know. Spotting the enemy tanks, they got higher health, more hit points to be taken out, you know. My compadres, you know, take them out, get those hits, you know, and I get XP, you know. So that's the way it goes, you know, when you're in a scout. And I have only just recently, you know, started playing my scouts the proper way. You know, I used to run around, you know, I thought, you know, this was a lower tier tank, you know, just like any other tank, you know, like the E100, that's a tier 10 tank, you know. Yeah, you act in a tier 10 way, and to me the light tanks were tier 5 tanks, you know, and that's not the case. These are scouts. You know, they're scouts, and that's what you're supposed to be doing when you're in these tanks. You're supposed to be scouting. And up until I realized that fact, you know, I had a miserable old time in my light tanks. I just couldn't figure them out. I was like, such a low number of hit points, you know, ineffective when it comes to causing damage, and you know, I just couldn't figure them out. I was scratching my head. You know, I've only been playing World of Tanks, well, what, since it came out, what, 6 months ago? I don't know how long. I think it's even shorter than that. But once I realized that I was a scout, you know, that I was a spotter, you know, my game changed completely, you know. And it overnight, it just snapped. It just clicked, you know, instantly, you know, and I instantly knew what I had to do, and I instantly knew how I had to play these babies, and I get so much joy from playing these babies. You know, look at this. Look. Hey, buddy, how you doing? I'm just heading over to your base. See you later.
Launch countermeasures.
But it just instantly clicked, and my game changed straight away. You know, and I started to enjoy myself in these beauties, in these babies, so much more. So rewarding to play these little babies, you know, so rewarding, because you play such a pivotal role in every game battle, you know, because you know you're there, you're a spotter, you know, you're enabling your teammates to take out the bad guys. You know, that's what you're doing. You know, you're not there for the glory. You know, you're I don't know, James Bond behind enemy lines, you know, stuff like that, you know, and it's so rewarding. I love playing in my Leopard, and I love playing in my Lux. I believe I've unlocked 6th Sense on my Lux, but as yet I haven't unlocked it on the Leopard. But when I did unlock 6th Sense, it was like it just transformed the game even more, you know. Then, you know, I 100% knew if I was being spotted, you know, I knew if I was being found out, you know. There was no longer any more guessing, you know. And oh, look at this Leopard. Look. Hey buddy, how you doing? I love playing this thing. I love taking out the artillery. That is my primary role when I'm in these little beauties. Is like, if I see the artillery, I'm going for it. If I die in the process, if I got him, you know, that was GG for me, you know, good game for me, you know. And I have been playing around with the ammo on these tanks, on these little beauties, you know. I have been actually playing around with ammo on all my tanks, you know, because I never used to muck around with any other ammo apart from, you know, the standard ammo. Come on, baby, you can make it up that cliff. Go on. I'll get back to the ammo. Let's have a look here. Oh, what can we see? Anything? Another piece of... Oh, sneaky fucker. Burn.
Bring out your dead!
Burn. Bingo. But yeah, I know whenever I used to use any ammo apart from, you know, the standard ammo, it always used to kind of, I don't know, just add the kind of unnecessary layer to the game, you know. Not stress, I guess, but too much, you know. I wasn't thinking about the game because I was, you know, should I fire a premium round? Oh, I don't want to miss because it's expensive and all of that. And, you know, that's not the way to think when you're in battle, you know. That's not, you know, your mind should be focused on the battle. But I've kind of accepted that it is a necessity, you know. You need it, especially when you're in these little scout tanks, you know, because if you want to penetrate, if you want to cause damage, you know, you need that premium ammo. You know, you really need it. So, and that's that. So I've been playing around it even on my E100, you know, and with the explosive shells as well, because you know, I understand I'm not that effective with the explosive shells. I do understand that they, you know, they kind of go up and they dip, so pretty good for, you know, going over ridges and hills and stuff like that. But yeah. So when you're in your scout tank, it's all about the opportunities. You're just looking for those little opportunities, and it's important that, you know, you should be willing to die. You know, you should be willing to die. You know, accept the fact that you could die, most probably gonna die, and you become so much more effective. You know, because it's kind of I don't know. It's kind of like, if you don't accept that, you kind of play differently. You're more reserved. Look at this mastery badge. Woohoo! Look at those. 2,117. First place. Good to go. But yeah, if you accept the fact that you're gonna die, you're not gonna necessarily be reckless or anything like that. It's just you won't play as reserved, and you know, scouts cannot be reserved. You know, they can't. You know, they need to be bold. They need to, you know, be out there. You know, gunning for it, going for it. You know, because that's why you have the speed. You know, and talking about being bold. Look at this.
Bitches leave.
Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm just going over to your enemy base. I'm gonna take out your artillery. I'll be back in a minute to spot you. And what? Take a look who's behind me. Look at that. Look at that TD. Look at him go. He's hunting wabbits. He's hunting wabbits. He's definitely on my tail. He's chasing me, but I'm on somebody else's tail. I am looking for the Artie. Where's that Artie? Ah, there she blows. The white whale. The reason for my demise in 90% of games when I'm in my little baby scouts. Come on, take him out. Take him out. Elmer Fudd is on his way. He's hunting wabbits. I gotta take you out. I gotta take you out. Ooh, too late. Run away, run away. And look. Oh, shoot. A dead end. Okay, you ready for this? 1, 2, 3, go! Run! Take that corner, take that corner. Ooh, yeah, bingo. Got him. Good to go. I can quit. I can go home now. Good to take that corner, take that corner, take that corner, and again, and again. Hug that rubble, hug that wall. Ooh, oh no, he's figured me out. He has, yes indeed, he has figured me out. So this, I'm playing a little bit differently here. You know, this is not necessarily a scout when I'm on Himmelsdorf. You know, I pretty much every single time, that's how I play. You know, I like to roll up that hill, roll down the other side, and just see what kind of mischief, what kind of trouble I can get up to. So here we go. Can we take the corner? Can we take that corner? Good to go. Who's going to make the first move, me or him? 110 hit points left.
The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you!
No, I decided, let's get the hell out of Dodge. Nothing's happening here. He's pretty smart. He's not stupid. And I decided I'm going to flank all the way around on the other side. Well, attempt to anyway. Can I make it? But in doing so, you know, the game has evolved. The game has changed, you know. So what's going to happen when I swing around this corner and there's a gentleman on my right? Take a quick peek. Okay, he's busy. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. One single hit point. Good to go. Lucky lucks, indeed. Lucky luck. Oh, I'm very embarrassed about this. I'm embarrassed. I can't watch. I knew that he was watching, and ooh. That was highly inappropriate. I was just a little bit like, you know, nah. Okay, so let's I just want to show you. Look, the lucky lucks. Eventually, your luck has to run out. You know, eventually your luck has to run out. Cromwell tier 6. I'm like, oh, come on, ready, run, quick, run.
Talk to me, Ghost.
See, you can't be lucky all of the time. And we're rolling into a regular game, regular battle on Sand River, encounter battle. And again, I'm in my lucky lucks. I think I've unlocked 6 cents here, I do believe. I played the whole evening of scouting. Loved every second of it. You see, that's the difference between playing in your light tanks and playing in your heavies or your TDs, you know, in my Taurus or my E100, I will enjoy myself the whole evening. You know, I really will. You know, there's nothing more satisfying than, you know, overcoming the odds, beating the bad guys into submission in a tiny little baby tank like this. You know, and you know, when you're in your scout tanks and your light tanks, you know, like I said, it's all about opportunities, and it's all about placing your tank, you know, where you can be the most effective. You know, where can I go where I can be the most effective for my team, you know. And that's exactly where I am here. I'm up on this ridge because, you know, the cap circle is down below, and that's what it is, you know. And it does, the scout tanks do enjoy, you know, the bigger maps. Like I find myself, you know, on mines, for instance, not necessarily lost, but kind of ineffective, pointless kind of thing, you know, because there's not that many places to hide, you know. There's the ground on mines can be covered, you know. Look, I'm switching to premiums here, you know, very rare thing, I know. But it does love the big open maps, you know, when you can just roll around like crazy, you know, and have lots of fun. But yeah, so enjoying my time in the Lux. So let's move on. Look at this. I should be switching to premium, but he scooted away. Oh, I did manage to get a nice little hit there. Yes, indeed. Moving on. And the whole time I'm just waiting for the, you know, the enemy team. I can see them. They're going for the, you know, the cap circle. And look at that. Okay, I didn't get him, but still. Artillery, 3 pieces of artillery, so, you know, one has been taken out. Look at these gentlemen up here. They love those mountains. Personally, I never go up to those mountains, you know. Once in a blue moon. But and there you go. The bad guys are starting to cap the circle. 150. The trick here is, you know, it really doesn't matter if they're capping a circle or not. Of course, it's, you know, it's important. It's semi-important. But the thing is, as long as you're pounding them, as long as you're getting hits on target, you know, that timer will roll back down. You know, especially when you get, you know, the kills. You know, and as you can see here, you know, in the game, you know, the timer keeps on going up and down. You know, you got to keep an eye on the timer. But as long as you're getting hits on target, you know, you're good to go. Loading up my premiums here, and I've been left on 4 health, and thank God I've got 6 cents. You know, otherwise I would have bit the dust. So I've got to be extra careful here, extra cautious. Sneak up here into the bushes. Take a look, and there's four capturers up on the cap base. But as long as we keep on pounding them, keep on hitting them, look at that counter, 43, and look at that, it's gone back up. You know, spotted target hit. You know, just keep shots on target, and they'll get nowhere. You know, it doesn't matter. They just had 4 capturers on the base, and where are they now? There's, you know, there's only 2. You know, and the timer's shot back up to 1 minute. You know, and here we just apply pressure. It doesn't matter that, you know, my shells are not penetrating. You know, as long as you're applying pressure, you know, even if I'm dinging them, of course I'm being ineffective in reality, but I'm applying pressure. You know, and that's making them doubt, you know, their decisions, their moves. They're kind of looking here, looking there. You know, I'm applying pressure. You know, so as you can see, you know, I'm playing in these games. You know, I'm on different tiers, tier 8, tier, you know, different tier tanks, and it doesn't matter. You know, makes no difference, you know, when I'm in my Lux or my Leopard, because I'm playing the role that I'm supposed to play in my tank. If you play the role that your tank was designed for, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, what tier you're coming up, or tier tank you're coming up against, you know, because you're playing your tank, you know, the right way, you know. Well, I told you, I play these scouts, you know, for fun. You know, I love playing these little scout tanks, you know, primarily the Lux and the Leopard. Leopard is only a recent purchase, you know. I only recently purchased the Leopard, but I do find, like, with the Leopard, because it's a tier 5, I get into those higher tier games, and they're also very rewarding to play, you know, when you know, when things go right. With the Lux, it's like up to, I don't know, 6, 7, something like that. But with the Leopard, you know, you get, because it's a tier 5, you get into high tier games, which is a lot of fun, you know. As you can see there, you know, I was popping up in different places. I'm kind of heading over to get that. I think he's the what you call it, the heavy tank. Ooh, be careful there, buddy. Only 4 hit points left. I think he's over there in the far corner, basically. But because of you got that speed and you got that maneuverability, you know, in your little scout tank, you know, always be popping up in different places. Don't ever, like, you know, E100, you know, take your shot, pull back, reload, you know, pull up in the same place. You know, you've got that speed, you've got that maneuverability, you know, take advantage of it, you know, go for it, you know, pop up here, pop up there, you know, pop. And there he is, the KV1. I mean, he might have been, you know, I think he was, you know, where I originally thought he was. I think he moved up. KV1 versus a KV1. Look at that. Only 4 hit points. I want you to keep in mind, as you see the last few seconds of gameplay here. Keep that in mind. I see his buttocks. I shot him in his buttocks. And you see, I'm not causing any damage, you know, but I'm tracking him, you know, and that's another cool thing. You can track them. And I thought, you know what? Give him a nice little nudge. And that's it. I totally forgot that I only had 4 hit points. Idiot. Schmuck. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this extreme scouting edition, and I thought I'd bring you like one big episode, and because I thought, you know, individual episodes they didn't make up for, you know, one good episode, so I thought lots of little multiple episodes, a sort of kind of montage, scouting montage, I guess. I don't know, so I thought this would work better than anything else. I hope you guys enjoy it. KV1 finally gets taken out. Bastard. Love that game. Enjoyed that game. Confederate medal. Good to go in the scout tank. Good to go. 3rd place, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Please leave a like if you enjoyed yourself. Adios.
You ever seen a grown man naked?